What's good, good people? What's going on? It's your boy Cal Griffin here, right back at it like I left something. Legends Talk. Get with me. Tonight, we got none other than Dave, Ching, Teele. Shout out to Dyckman, the whole Dyckman staff. I see early on the check-in, Kenny Stevens, the zookeeper. You know what I'm saying? Many more, Dyckman representatives are set to join us tonight. But like I said, tonight we got Dave, Ching, Teele. You know what I'm saying? MC extraordinaire. You know what I'm saying? If you've been to Dyckman, it's a different atmosphere than anywhere in the world, and partly responsible for that atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, other than, of course, the zookeeper who's in here, Ching, you know what I'm saying, MC extraordinaire. He been doing this for a minute. Yeah, I see you. Yo, y'all family, bro. But, like I said, man, Ching is a dude that, he been working on his craft for quite some time. And today we get a chance to sit down, chop it up with him, see what he been up to, see where, see where he got his start, see how he came to be Ching. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows him from pros to your pee-wee leagues and your youth league at Dyckman. And here he go. With no further ado, let's get it rocking and rolling. Yo,
What's goody?
what's up, my boy? How you, man?
I'm hanging in there. Regular.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm straight.
Your team is here strong already, man. They waiting for you. They
No, they
the
just
whole
showing love, man.
Dyckman staff is here, man.
It was goody.
What's good though? How you been, man?
I'm alright. Man. I ain't gonna front. I'm cool, man.
Taking it easy.
Yeah. Just want to shout out my man Mike Poole.
Yeah, man. Nah, definitely shout out to Mike Poole, man. Great dude.
Jacob, Blake, the whole family, man. Just wanna, this is one of those days for me. But I'm
I could dig it, man. I could dig it.
What's good?
Chilling, man. I just wanted to come on this platform, chop it up with you real quick. You know what I'm saying? You being a man of the culture, you know what I'm saying? You being one of the pioneers of this basketball MC, this whole MC game. You kind of revolutionized the game, and it's only right that we get you. You know what I'm saying? We get you on here to chat a little bit about how you came about, man, and tell a little bit of your story, man.
Definitely, man. Well, man.
But before we get into it, man, I want to shout out our sponsor for the platform, Soul Pack. If y'all don't know Soul Pack, man, definitely tune in. They got some dope bags that you can fit your sneakers in and keep them away from all your other stuff that should be in your basketball bag. But definitely check it out, man. They got some great products, so definitely check out Soul Pack. But yeah, without further ado, man, good looking on what I'm saying, for taking the time out, bro. I appreciate you.
It's Legends Talk, right?
Yeah, man. Hey,
some big time dudes up on this platform, man. It's an honor,
Hey, you deserve to be here, man. You deserve to be here actually before a lot of them dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's cool.
Because you know what I'm saying. Just
time,
a small
time for everything.
Just a quick side note. You know what I'm saying? When I started this whole all things hoops thing, you know what I'm saying? You were one of the guys that one of the first dudes that I even met. And I told myself that whenever I go to these events, that I'm just gonna be, I'm gonna throw everything out the window in terms of being nervous and scared to approach people, and because that's how I was. I never liked approaching people or nothing like that, especially with some, something creative, which is what I did with you. I approached you, told you what I was trying to do, and you gave me that energy. You know what I'm saying? You gave me that battery to do it. You know what I'm saying? To just do it. And from there, I really haven't looked back, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's just a simple conversations, man. I mean, look how where your brand at now. Just imagine if I was one of them other people. You know what I mean, I'm just trying to push the culture forward, man. So it helps everybody, man. It help me, you, it helps somebody behind us.
Right,
So
right.
that's always gonna be me.
Look, everybody comment. It's 2 in the lane. Give me 3. Top floor.
It's a big,
Boom.
it's a big give back weekend for me. You know what I mean, I got my brothers on here now, so
Yeah,
I'll be home this Sunday on my block, 151st Battleground. So I mean, it's
yeah.
gonna be good. This is gonna be good to be home. I mean, I ain't do nothing really all year, so just to go out there and I mean, put on. I mean, my block needed, so I'm gonna go out
Nah,
there.
shout out to the Hill. Shout out to Guard Nation. Shout out to everybody doing their thing out there, and putting on for the community. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to start off, man, real quick. Like, when did you begin this whole MCing journey, and what when you first started, what drove you to even give it a shot in the first place, man?
Actually, we used to have our own events in the park. I mean, I never normally travel to different parks. We have our own tournaments on my block, and like we'll pick up. Everybody take turns doing the games, and they thought I was good, like anybody else. They thought I was good. I mean, and then we went downtown to Amsterdam Projects. That was like one of the first places I ever did a game at. I mean, and my people, I remember my man Fu, one of my best friends, told me, he's like, yo, do the game. I mean, I ain't think I was bad, but I ain't think I was great.
Right.
So I mean, I did the game, and after that they wanted me to come back. Came back like 2 or 3 times more, and that was actually that actually was like a home for me, Amsterdam Project. So I'll never forget home. That was one of the home spots for me. I mean, just how everybody else do it, just a small grind, and then I met my other brother, Fat Cat. He was running some Bronx leagues, and went up that way. I did like two tournaments that first summer. It was just more like trying to get off the ground, and I really didn't think I was good. I really didn't think I'll be who I am today. Really,
Right.
definitely.
At what point did you say, "Yo, I got some"? You know what I'm saying? I got some here, and I'm a swing for the fences on this.
When I went to 145th, they laughed at me. So that kind of stuck with me. Like it still stick with me today. Somebody laughed at me. I mean, I ain't got to talk about the announcer name, but they know who they are. They laughed at me. I mean, made a joke, and I mean, they was messing with the audio and stuff like that. It was a different voice they heard. So sometimes when you hear a new voice, you kind of don't want a subject to change. But that kind of motivated me to be who I am today. That's why I'm really like so locked in now, just off that one moment. And I just knew from that point on how bad I needed to be good, how bad that I wanted it. So
Now they fans now. Shout out to Mr. Talk Spicy, man.
it's
Jaden,
my
what up?
brother.
But you know what I'm saying? Like now they fans, now they trying to take a selfie with you and stuff like that. So salute to the person who laughed at my God, man.
We ain't
You know
got
what
to
I'm
do
saying?
that,
I
man.
appreciate you, man, for real, because you threw that battery and you know what I'm saying. You threw that energy on, and like my man Hoop Dreams NYC just said, man, the growth is real, man. So
Yeah. It's
definitely,
just who I come from, man.
word.
My friends and my peers, man, they push me. They don't let me do the knucklehead stuff.
Right.
At one time I was young. They don't let me do all that stuff. They keep me locked in, man. They tell me, yo, you don't. So
No, that's a fact. Now, what kind of kid were you, man? Like, you know what I'm saying, growing up, were you, you know what I'm saying, going, you know what I'm saying, in school and whatnot, were you like Mr. Class Clown, Mr. Popular? You know what I'm saying? What kind of, you know what I'm saying, what kind of kid were you?
I was a little bit of both. I was a little bit of both. had decent grades. I mean, I was a little bit of both. I mean, I want to say class clown, but because my parents was really like that, so I wasn't like too much class clown. I mean, they call that phone, but I mean, I was a little bit of both, class clown, popular. I mean, so
Now I'm just
it
trying
kind
to
of molded me into this stuff now.
right, and I'm trying to see how that time was able to help you. You know what I'm saying? How that time translated to who you are today in terms of, you cracking jokes, you being charismatic and stuff like that. So I just want, you know what I'm saying, was it early on that you kind of was this charismatic guy that could, talk in front of crowds and whatnot?
Nah, I was never a big crowd talker. I mean, I might crack jokes with my peoples and my family, my bros, but I wasn't never like not with a big crowd. I was never involved in, man. And all that became good because I used to do the small crowds. So you prep yourself. The mirror, the bathroom. You prep yourself for the big crowd. But I ain't none of this stuff. I wasn't thinking about coming up.
Right, right. Do you still get nervous out there sometimes, or you get nervous sometimes? Like
Yeah,
that's natural.
I get nervous. All the big like not all the big games, but majority of the big games. It takes me a little minute to get out the crib.
Right, right,
Nervous, just
right,
trying to figure out how I'm approach the game. But I'm like a professional. I gotta come in prepared. So of course you're supposed to get nervous. Nervous is like regular now for me.
right, right. Now, where did you develop your love for the game though? Like, did you used to play? You know what I'm saying? Did you just love basketball, watching, doing your own thing on the sidelines? But yeah, where did that love develop, and how did that love develop for you?
I, I mean, the love always been there. Everybody thought the pros was in a future, but just like a normal kid, man. Like I didn't have no vision. This is
Yeah,
no vision for me. Like it was just like,
yeah,
dang, you good. Let's see how it go. But I ain't never have no vision about nothing, none of this stuff, man. It's just that's what I'm saying. I tell people all the time, it's a blessing because it could be snatched away from you so quick. Really, I didn't have no vision. This is like, I
improv.
yeah, it's like get up, show up, perform. I just stick to the roots, man. Stick to my morals, man. I really don't have like I'll sit here and you thinking I'm bugging like they how you don't like now there's no vision. I do want to thank Chicken Murray though, because without her I'll probably definitely still be mediocre.
Speak
I
on it
mean,
though.
know what I mean? Because she was she was gunned down, so I want to switch some of the stuff I used to say during the games. I used to like bang bang after every made shot. I think from that moment on, like 8 years ago, that moment on, I started saying to Ching. I don't even know how that came about, but
Nah,
I just
God,
said to Ching, and
that's
then
what's up.
I branded my name, and I just rolled with it. But I definitely want to thank her. I mean, she was from Harlem. I ain't meet her as much. So people would think like I was real cool, but I ain't really meet her that much. But just her story alone inspired me to lock in on different time.
Nah, that's what's up. Shout out to Jose Perez on the check-in.
That's
The
my guy.
Patalillo man.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yo, but yeah, but that's dope because God bless her soul, man. She passed on, but she didn't know what kind of impact she was gonna have on people. Like, she was young, so it was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did she bring to the world in such a short time, other than playing basketball? And the fact that you guys really didn't know each other like that, but she was able to impact your game and impact your life pretty much. And you know what I'm saying? And blessed, man. And I much rather hear from I much rather call you Ching than Mr. Bang Bang or whatever you was doing before. So
Yeah,
shout out to her.
it was Pat. Call Pat. What up, boy? Nah, I was just I don't even I didn't even have a name. I used to just come in like Dave, like do the game. But I think just her story alone and just see how many people it touched. And I was from Harlem, and I carry stuff different. So I was able to say, all right, I'm gonna leave this alone and let me find another route. Because everybody was tend to do the same thing. So I wanted to do something real different. And I think I changed that, but also I gotta give her the credit, you know. Always salute to her for doing that for me.
No, that's a fact, man. Now, you know, you walked into a game that it wasn't really that saturated, but you know, the people that was already doing it, they were doing it for a long time. And so now you're the new guy. How did you when did you develop your strategy in terms of like, yo, I'm gonna come in with the costumes now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did you develop that actual strategy and in terms of like marketing yourself and, you know what I'm saying, and taking yourself to the level you're at now? You know what I'm saying? How did you develop that whole marketing strategy?
That's a good question though. I mean, the strategy came because I used different quotes and different punchlines during games, and I wanted to push the envelope forward. So, you know, I used to say like I operate. You know, I used to say that for like it was started buzzing for a summer, and I was like, oh, I might as well just use the doctor. So, you know, my man Ellie and my man O had a platform, Books and Ball Classic, you know that, and he was able to let me to be able for me to be myself. Now, I mean, I asked him like, how you wanted the game to be done? He's like, yo, just do you.
Yeah, shout out to Opatino, man.
Know what I mean? So just for him telling me to do me, you know, sometimes you go to these events and they want you to do it their way or how they want. He said, yo, do you. So that stuck with me to started doing like pushing envelope forward, bring the costumes and stuff. Cause I never see nobody do costumes. I see everybody call games. Everybody do games well, but that costumes, like I wanted to do something different, like change the game, and you know, that's just, I mean,
the rest is history, right?
rest is history, man. It's like look, I study a lot. Like I work night jobs for a reason, to study at night. When people sleep, and I prepare different.
Yeah,
I
was
go
about
to
to ask
games different. You know, I that's just who I am. I like every game I go into to do a good job. Like I don't come in like I'm just here to show up. Like, you know, that's why people kind of look at me different. But I just walk into every game prepared. I want to know the players. I want to know the coaching staff. I want to know their rivalry. I want to know how they feel about certain coaches or players. So that just made me who I am. Like that's why I'm really on that theme. Like I got guests because you never know if it's gonna be a costume. You know, we know if I'm gonna bring company out. You just never know.
Nah, not for sure, man. You're the first one that actually started that, you know, the costume concept, and I always vowed. I said, yo, if I ever see somebody with a costume, I may throw an egg on the court, man. If I see somebody try to put a costume on and try to announce the game, I don't care, you know, how they sound. I don't care.
Nah, I mean, sounding alike or you know,
Nah, I
using
don't care,
somebody's
man.
material is one thing, but you can't put that on. That's like that's untouchable.
Right, fact. That's a fact.
It can't. But I will say this though, and he probably don't know, but I got a costume that requires a friend, and I think I'm gonna do it for that person because we've been kind of running things like the last 2-3 years. So if you see him in that costume with me, it just knows like that's real different. But you know,
stop talking in tongues, man. You talking in subliminal messages and all that, man.
I mean, you know, you see my man Spicy get on, man. We just on a different vibe right now.
Yeah.
But he don't know nothing about that theme. I got a couple stuff down, man. Just
I know
all I
you
do,
got.
I study, man. This is regular. This is regular for me to get in the lab.
You know, we'll talk about that offline, man. We talk
Yeah.
about
That's an offline topic. But I mean, as far as you say with the consoles, man, just be creative, man. Like everybody could call a game. You could get anybody booked to do a game. It's what you want in that game. You want the levels up. You want the levels down. It depends what you want.
Right. Nah, I like the levels up all the time.
I mean, that's all I work on, man. I'm from the hill. Levels got to be up.
But I must say this, right? Now that we're on the topic of the costumes, right? Now you a brother that that likes to push the envelope. You know what I'm saying? With respect to your costume choices, right? And some of the costume selections that you've made were epic. You know what I'm saying? In terms of my personal favorite was the Hulk Hogan joint. You know what I'm saying? For obvious reasons, but what really did it for me was the Hulk Hogan actually tweeting or on Instagram, or he approved of it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get no better than that. But what was your all time favorite costume, and why?
I'm not gonna lie. Nah, I would say Hulk Hogan, but I gotta go back to like my first ones, the Doctor
Okay.
or the Chef. I gotta go back there because that's where it started from, and I can never forget where I started from. But I would say Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan up there. I went left. I did Stone Cold. That was a little different. You know, I always like different. I did Tina
The
Turner.
Ric
Tina
Flair.
Turner was different for me.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you personally about that one right there. The Tina Turner. You know what I'm saying? Most people, even for Halloween, won't dress up in a woman's getup. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
My man Ching is that confident in himself that he dressed up as Tina Turner to announce the game, man. But other ones that were kind of epic to me was the Coming to America joint. You know what I'm saying? With Greek Freak was out there, and y'all put on that whole production, and that was fire.
I'm not gonna lie about that one though. That was more of the team pushing me to do that one. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't even thinking like, you know, the thing was Greek Freak, you know, they pushed that, they kind of pushed that costume on me. So that's why I was real. They kind of pushed it on me. So, but that one was fine. Anyone that I was able to like really meet the celebrity or meet that big figure was like real big for me. But I would say that you can't go back from the original. I like the Doctor. I mean the Chef. Those was it for me. That's what kind of got the thing jump rolling. Now I'm like up to 16 maybe, something like that. 17. I got 4 more for next summer, next year, but the ones I got coming is like people
I already know. We're gonna talk offline, man. We're gonna get a
now. Can I shoot one at them? No, I could shoot one at them, right?
Of course, baby. Legends talk, baby.
Now I mean, because the envelope is gonna be pushing forward is gonna be women's basketball for me. Now I mean, I just want to let everybody know that. Like, I done did high school boys, man. So I'm crossing over, man. I got my partner with me. Me and Spicy, we gonna cross over. The girls need the same platform as the guys. So I think I could bring that type of vibe there. But they might not know the costume. The dudes might not, but I know they kids do. You know what I mean? Anna and Elsa.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave those two names like that. They'll figure it out. They know who Anna and Elsa is. I ain't really gotta talk about that.
I need to Google that myself, honestly.
Frozen. It ain't hard to Google that. Frozen. So just know that that's one of my guests for next year. Everybody know who Anna and Elsa is, man, from Frozen. So
say you less. Yeah, my son is too small to have seen any of that stuff yet. So
nah. But the girls know. Everybody know about that. That's one of the highest rated
of
kids
course.
movies, but you know.
We waiting for that. That's got to be, you know, one of the main events. You know what I'm saying? You probably coming out
only main event. And like I tell people, like we've been out all year, right? What's the reason why we out all year? You got to get better. I mean, there's a reason for everything.
Now let me ask
this, COVID, and everything going against us. How you get better? I mean, this is how I get better. Sunday I'll be better. Saturday I'll be better.
In the lab.
I mean, you see my little office right here. This is where I cook it up. I took a closet, made it like an office / little cot bed.
See, when you get in the bag and you get the walk-in closets and all that, man. That's what you
Oh
be
yeah, no,
doing.
that's coming. That's coming. I actually that'd have been a gift to myself this September, but I'll
Yeah,
push it back to next September. But that's a fact. A walk-in is on.
yeah. Of course. Now, do when you go to different, because you do other events other than Dyckman, you do like I've seen you do the Frankie Williams Classic. I've seen you do just countless events that you work on, right? But and obviously you're known for these costumes now, right? Like you're known to turn up at with these costumes. Now when you're just like regular Dave, you know what I'm saying? You're just a regular Dave Teele coming to do the game. You got on your fresh Nike gear, whatever the case may be, and you don't get in the costume. Do you think that you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that the people are expecting that? Like, yo, let's see what you know what I'm saying. Of course, the people are expecting like, what is he gonna wear this game? You think they get disappointed when you're just in regular gear?
I mean, I never really got that side. Like if somebody like, oh, with a costume, I always hear like, yo, no costumes today. But costumes is for occasions.
Yeah,
Unless you put it in or unless you put it in my feet. You know what I mean? But
my feet is my feet.
my feet, the slogan, man, my feet is my feet. But nah, some events don't require costumes. Some events like Frankie Williams Classic don't require a costume. They already got his own platform, Like Books and Ball was my platform.
Right.
Tri-State was my platform. Dyckman's my platform. So they, it's easy for them to get that. But Frankie Williams, some of them big events, they don't really need that.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you right now. Like in terms of, like I told you this before, right? Like there's kids that go to the game that of course they're gonna want to watch the players, right? The players are, what I'm saying? The players are what brings, what I'm saying? Sean Bell versus, what I'm saying? Whoever else. And of course people are gonna watch for the players. But there's gonna be that handful of people, the handful of kids that came to the game to see Ching. You know what I'm saying? To see what costumes Ching had on, to see what I'm saying, what energy he brought to the game. So now just take
That's
that
a fact.
into consideration. I mean, of course you can't have a costume every time,
I,
but
I
just think
I
about it.
can if I wanted to.
Oh, there you go then. You know what I'm saying?
I can if I wanted to, but I try to do 4 or 5 a year. I try to do 4 or 5 a year. I try to get the people that support me all the time that show up to all these games at least 4 or
Right.
5 a year. Some of them sometimes they don't know what costume if I'm doing a costume like Stone Cold. That was a Kyrie Irving thing. They was like costume. I said I can't come home with no costume. And I came out like that. I'm gonna take a chance. That's me. I'm taking a chance. I don't care what the sponsors say. If I'm doing a game, I'm taking a chance. I'm coming out. I'm dressing up as a woman. I'm putting a skirt on. I don't have no sex. I got a lady. I ain't worried about that. I can't worry about that. I got
your lady ain't worried about it.
Know what I mean? So I ain't worried. I don't. I mean, I'm gonna show up. Like even I see Mike Larry on. Even we went over overseas. I brought a costume out. Like it's just sometimes some things is mandatory.
Yeah.
Some things is mandatory. Some things,
Now you've called a lot of games, man. You know what I'm saying, with a multitude of different players. You know what I'm saying, from professional players, NBA, overseas. You know what I'm saying, college, NCAA players, everything, right? Do you ever get caught up watching the game as a spectator? Because you got the best seat in the house. Do you ever get caught up watching the game as opposed to actually calling the game?
Nah.
Or you always on business
I'm
mode?
locked in. I'm too locked in. I leave that for the spectators and the fans. I'm too locked in. I don't come to the game, and especially if I know who playing. I come to the game. Now I'm locked in. I tell people this all the time. Them scoring is like me scoring.
Right.
They basketball is my basketball.
Right.
So
You
I
know what comes to mind when you just said that right there? At the Slam Summer Classic Volume, I want to say Volume 1, when Joe Toussaint was playing, and
yes.
you said something like, you did
Oh,
that.
that's a viral moment.
He
That's a
said,
viral
oh,
moment.
high school,
That's
you did that. You know what I'm saying? He said, oh, crossover, step back, jump shot, you did that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
That
that's
that was
him,
that was a viral moment. I don't
of course.
I get a kick out of watching them ball though. I really do. But I never get like starstruck. I don't
Right,
get starstruck. I still go in there. I know all the players, Joe, whoever suiting up. Know what I mean? I just don't get starstruck. KD, don't matter who come in the park. I'm just because I don't know who's watching me. The
right.
next company might be watching me. And if I'm in there
Facts.
so day or know what I mean, not locked in like I'm supposed to be, I mean that could also mess up future business. So
That's a fact. That's a fact. Anybody, if y'all have any questions, please put them in the question box. But you know what I'm saying? Do you have any rituals that you do before a game, you know what I'm saying, to get ready? You know what I'm saying? Some people may they may eat a certain food before the game, or you know what I'm saying, or do you have any kind of rituals to get ready and ready for the moment?
I no ritual. I just try to stroll out late. I try not to get there so early. I just
Yeah,
try to get there game my thing, game time or late. That's
yeah.
my ritual. I know some of the sponsors in here. I mean, they ain't gonna dock the pay, but that's some of my rituals. Stroll late, you know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like to get the call, like, yo, where you at? Where you at? I like to get that call, and it just builds me up to get to the park and lock in. Really, I don't have no ritual. That if that's a ritual, I guess I'll roll with that. But
Right,
not
right,
really a big
absolutely.
ritual.
Now, and in terms of like motivation wise, right? What helps you? You know what I'm saying? Prepare to, what helps you in your preparation or in your game to actually get better, than you were yesterday? Like, what motivates you to get better?
Film. I'm a film guy. I like
I'm saying in terms of the motivational part, like what is the you know what I'm saying, like, yo, I wanna take this, I wanna take this to the highest level, or I wanna, you know what I'm saying, like, I know that a few years back, actually several years back, you actually had tried out for the Brooklyn Nets. Was it
hmm
Brooklyn or New Jersey at that
yeah.
time?
Well, Brooklyn. They was coming to Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Right, you tried out, and you know what I'm saying, and it didn't go your way, but it gave you, you know what I'm saying, a certain you know what I'm saying, certain aspirations or goals to obtain. Like, is that still a goal for you, like to make it to that level,
It was. I'm more
or
of
you
a
think?
flow now. I think them cutting me. I think them not selecting me might have made me real angry. While I'm more aggressive with everything I do now. I don't know if I went in there as like too cool or like I had it sealed in. And sometimes you look around, you got announcers 40, 50 years, been doing it, and just to get cut, just to hear you ain't make it, that kind of like ooh. But
Right.
that's like that's a burning fire. I ain't gonna never forget. They telling me no.
Nah, that's a fact, man. Shout out to BG, man, Elias Express. On the check-in, man. He said you built your brand and raised the ball super high, man, which is a fact. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
And you taking no prisoners out here right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah.
I'm
Shout out
again.
to
I'm listening. I'm listening.
shout out to Kenny Stevens on the check-in as well. But you know what I'm saying, like, yo, you raised the ball super high, and you just kind of just like going for yours right now, man. But in terms of the dark skinned Splash Brothers, man, you know what I'm saying, like Jaden, how did you guys first of all like meet, and what made you, down the road, pick him or select him out to to partner up with, and to, to create something bigger than yourselves?
Ooh. Well, I ain't partnering this up because at one point I wouldn't want to share nothing with nobody. It took me years to get in that mode. But
Right.
me and Jaden started high school. When I started announcing at Tri-State High School, it was me, Jaden, and Ike, Khalid, my man Lawrence, Sheik. So we kind of started a brand like that. And me and Jaden would have the mix on his phone or on the app. We didn't have no DJ. Jaden was the DJ. So Jaden will probably play early in the day. And then when it's game over, he won't even leave the park. He'll just grab his phone out, do the mix up, the DJ, and I have the mic. And we just had like the little speakers, and that was it. It was no like what we thinking about that for those 3-4 summers. We built it at Tri-State. We was like the #1 high school tournament in the country, like like hands down. And it just that me and Jaden worked well together. It was no rocket science, man. Like that man, Jaden's real creative, man. At times I say he better than me because just his vision. Sometimes like he download an app. We didn't have no DJ like that. Why not try to open as many doors as I can for him? That man had a DJ app on his phone, and we made it, and we made so much magic. And we talking about we did that at events too. It wouldn't even be a DJ in there. Now we fortunate to have Zookeeper with us, but you know how it go, man. Like Kenny said, man, I ain't play well. Like he had to fight with me. Like you think you no, Sharon, what's that? I don't care, but I think the way that Dark Skin Splash Bros developed, I know Kev had mentioned it, had some idea, and I went, sat down. He's like, "Yo, we want to add Jay in," and I said, "No problem." That might be one of the quickest, no problems they probably got with me because I'm real. Like, nah. Kenny will tell you anybody that know me that work with me, I'm gonna give you that. Nah, we ain't. Why I gotta do that? Why? It's always some back talk, but that I think that gave me some more years in the tank because it's hard to call a game, timeouts, entertain, timeouts, sponsors, timeouts.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's hard to do all that. And when they wanted to add Jaden, I was like, oh my God, that was easy. And then the name came. I think I was just crossing, like I seen Steph Curry. I was like the Splash Bros. I'm like, oh. I'm like the Dark Skin Splash Bros. Or that joint. It the way it came out. And I hit him late night, like, yo, what about this? You know, JD don't never say no about nothing. Like, yeah, we could do that. But that's how that came about. And like we just create magic together, man. I'm always gonna be that person that I'm taking somebody with me. Even when I sit in meetings, sometimes Jaden got his own particular events. I got mine. But you know, if you want a movie, you know what to do. You got to get to. If you want the movie, you know, he got his own. He does. He got relationships, Allen Iverson Classic, stuff like that. He got his own. And we did that. I did that. So Jaden could get, because we didn't know what Jaden wanted to do, but we knew he wanted to be around this. So we was able to get him his own event. He made magic. Now it's like when they do like the slams, it's 2 people. Most all the big events is 2 people, unless he's doing like his tri-states and his solo stuff he like to do. It's 2 people. Sometimes he called me like last month to come help him in Queens. I came outside. I mean, not many gonna give me to come outside for those 4 letters, but I came out for him. Like, I mean, no problem for him.
I'm probably telling my age, man, but you guys kind of make me think about Jadakiss and Styles almost, like how y'all got that back and forth camaraderie, like kind of like synergy rather, like, you know what I'm saying, in terms of as soon as you stop speaking, he know to pick right up, and you know what I'm saying, where you left off, and then you jump back in. You know what I'm saying? So y'all definitely got a real good chemistry.
Yeah. I love it. We don't like we got a podcast, but we'll probably talk about that later. But we got a podcast that that dropped today. another episode. But we get on the Zoom calls with people. When we get off the Zoom calls, we don't call each other and be like, yo, how we gonna do it? We want it to feel natural. We like, we like natural. We just a vibe. I feel a vibe, or he'll feel a vibe. We don't really go and be like, all right, we're gonna do this today. You want to say this? I'm gonna say this. No, it's all a vibe. We also go for what the crowd, how the crowd is. No.
Nah, that's a fact, man. Somebody's asking. Let me see. What is his ultimate goal as an announcer? Period. Who is a former announcer or current announcer that inspired you? That's a loaded question. That's a couple questions there. They all loaded right there. So
yeah. I mean, BG always gonna throw. I can answer the first one. My ultimate goal as an announcer, period. To sit on the panel, to sit, do it like the NCAA stuff, like the pregame show, something like that. That's more of my lane. I want to say I would be like like one of the guys that sit behind calling the game, an NBA game. But I would say, I think that's one of my goals. Yeah, sit on the panel. Sit with a panel with a couple, 3, 4 people, something like like the March Madness feel, the pregame show, something like that. I think that's more of my lane. And
right.
A former announcer or current that inspires.
Ching don't look at nobody else, man.
I don't look at nobody else. I'm gonna be honest. People know me. I don't look at nobody else. But if to answer BG question, if you want to say somebody that, I would say Booby Smooth.
That's my guy right there, man. That's one of my all-time favorite MCs, man.
Because,
Booby Smooth,
yeah,
yourself and AG are probably my top. Oh, you got got Tango and Cash and all that.
but everybody had his run. Yeah. But I don't think nobody had a run like Booby Smooth. I didn't really watch Booby Smooth much. I don't really watch announcers because, at some point we all competitors.
Right.
But I would say Booby Smooth, because Booby Smooth did it almost 3 decades worth.
And multiple parks, like
multiple parks. He was kind of big in multiple parks.
Yeah, he was huge in a couple different parks. Word.
But we all competitors, man. If you ain't a competitor in any field you in, like, that's not a good thing to have. But to say one person, I would say Booby Smooth.
Nah, that's what's up, man. What would you say is the biggest misconception that people have about Ching? Like, what you know what I'm saying? What's the biggest misconception that you think people think about you that may not be exactly true?
They can't afford me.
Mm.
That's all.
Never know until you ask, right?
Never know. You don't know what mood I'm in. I might have could have did something early in the day, and I've got free time, and I'm like, yo, right. You think? You never know. But like you said, perception. They just think that. But I don't. You don't never know until you know.
Chuck Bryant, man, on the second. What up?
Know what I mean? Like checked in. Like, you never know until you know. Hit me to do Books and Ball Classic. I didn't even never know what Books and Ball Classic was.
Word. That was actually one of my first events.
Yeah, I think I met you on the second one or the third one.
Yeah.
I remember you coming up to me.
Yeah.
But
I came up to you at the City Is Mine at Terminal 23.
Yeah. Yep. You definitely did. But to say what, like, I said, that was like one of my original first events. I'm like, how you want me to do the game? I was like, He said, just do you.
Do your thing. And everything.
I'm like, yo, there's no way you want me to do you. That's it. So but you never know. People just look at me like, well, he Hollywood.
But what you expected him to say, you know what I'm saying, in terms of, yo, I want you to do, you know what I'm saying, announce the game just like such and such, or?
No, sometimes you people will book you and you'd be like, how you want me to do the game? They was like, well, I was thinking you do it this way. And then I'm reading, no, that don't fit me.
Right.
Let me do me. What you want to, sometimes you want a movie or a commercial. Like, so when you want a movie, you just let me do what I do. Like, I don't like to be micromanaged.
Yeah. Don't
Sometimes,
tell me
sometimes when you get the fine print from like the big companies, they always tell me this is what it look like, but I don't want it like this. Use your terms, use your words.
Yeah. I mean, of course, they want to. They hired you for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
but
want
you know, a lot of companies, they want you to do. They just want your brand, but they want you to deliver it how they want, and like that don't work for me.
Facts. Look
BG.
at that. Look at that resume though, man. BG put down some of the events and some of the places that you've been, man. Loaded, Tri-State, Dyckman, hits,
Loaded.
New York versus New York,
I think I touched
TLC.
one summer. I think I touched every park. After that summer, I said I couldn't do it no more. I started feeling myself getting burnt out. I touched every park.
No, I remember you telling me like, yo, I'm burnt out, bro. I remember you standing on the court like, yo, bro, like on a low, like, you know what I'm saying? Just enough so that I could hear it. Like, I'm like, what up, Dave? He's like, yo, I'm burnt out, bro.
Burnt out. But you know what it is? I used it as
kill.
good motivation. Like a good friend of mine, she told me like, you don't really do much in the hood like that. So I took it. It took me 2 days to understand what she was saying.
Right.
And I was like, because no, I'm trying to build my brand as well.
Right.
That's just gonna happen. So I want to thank her because Sunday I'm gonna go up for her because she told me like, I don't really do much for my hood. It's hard trying to build your brand and also trying to take care of your community at the same time. But Sunday, thank you, Julie. Sunday I'm going up.
Julie, you're responsible for what happens. So
what happens Sunday. But that's all. I mean, it is what it is.
Somebody said finish the sentence. 28 going.
28 coming, B. Mike Larry, crazy. Yo, quick question with Mike Larry, though.
Tell me about that trip, though, man. Like that's huge.
That trip will always be epic because that was really my first actual trip, like out the country.
Right.
You know me, and I'm looking through my phone like, damn, who I could call to get right to it. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I know one person. Hit him. Like, yo, you got your passport? Yeah, call this number. So I'm making sure my peoples eat. I don't care if we in London, the bodega. If I could get somebody to make some money and they could feed their family, that was it. There was no conversation. And prior to that, me and Mike Larry never worked together, never been in the same a venue together. So it was, yo, you got your passport? Yeah. Call this number is money. And that was it. I keep it like that. If I can help somebody else, I mean, sometimes they're not in the position to help me out. That's cool. But if I can help somebody out, I'm helping them out.
They asked for another person. Like, yo, do you have another person?
Me, I'm like, Australia for that price? I said, yo, I do it. Give me the other fee. They're like, no, we need 2 guys. I'm like, I could do all of it. Trust me. They're like, nah, we want 2 guys. I was like, all right. And I thought about it, and y'all like, you got your pot? You like, y'all just came back from vacation somewhere. I was like, that call this number is money.
Yo, that's crazy, man. That was a long flight too, man.
Long flight, man. It was worth every hour though. That flight, the amount of work was like 15 games a day, 14. Preliminary games, the pool play games, but just
you lost your voice out there and all that.
Man, the chick game, we didn't have no voice. We was like forcing it, but I think that was one of the best times, man, for me. That
Word,
28
word.
coming to 28 going.
Nah, that's what's up, man. BG asked, man, are you on the Mount Rushmore of announcers? And I gotta say, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got really three announcers. That you know what I'm saying, that I put up there, including yourself. I got, like I said, AG, you know what I'm saying, and Booby Smooth, you know what I'm saying, Al Cash and them. I really, me, I wasn't really going to a lot of record games like that because you had, like, I worked full time at the time and I couldn't get off and head all the way uptown and, you know what I'm saying, in time because I knew people was already online from 12 noon, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't online 12 noon, you just ain't getting in. So I just, you know what I'm saying, I did the Kingdom thing a lot. And, obviously Dyckman and Tri-State. There was hoops in the sun a couple times. And Together We Chill was another one. But yeah, the announcer, man, is a lost art, man. And I definitely got to salute you guys, man, because without you guys, the street ball game, in general, will be boring. You know what I'm saying? You guys make a boring game worth watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, BG really want me to answer that question?
Oh, you wanted him to? All right, let him know.
Of course, I'm on the Mount Rushmore list, man. Like it's just simple. Just no. I mean, see, when people view this, they gonna be like, he just cocky. No, I'm really good. Like you could take away costumes, I'm good. You could take away the night games, I'm good. I had one of the best high school games probably in the last 10 years at 9:00 in the morning when Briscoe game winner at TOC. 9 in the morning. All you smell was sneakers, sweaty jerseys, and coffee. Like, so of course I'm on Mount Rushmore. Like, I didn't think I wasn't thinking like I want to be the best. But I like for sure fact with stats, with how he called the game, punchlines, just everything. I'm definitely on Mount Rushmore. That's a fact. Mount Rushmore, and I still think I'm the best all time. I really think I give it to Booby Smooth, but I think I'm side by side with him.
Nah, of course, man, of course. Truck Bryant said, not a question because I'm talking. I will cook you, Ching.
That's my man Truck,
talk
B.
your shit, man. Talk your
My
shit,
man
brother.
Truck, man, got one of the hottest platforms, man. He just built his joint from scratch, man. Me and Truck got that relationship, man. Like a lot of people think I'm just laid back, man. I'm regular, man. I'm going my block, I'll chill. But when it's time to lock in, I lock in.
BG said they reinvented the essence of OD, his basketball, in the summer circuit. What is something else he would want to activate in New York City?
Well, that first one was I definitely rebirthed high school because Unlimited was definitely up
Prom
there.
season, right? Prom season.
Yeah, Prom Thursday came a little after, but I wanted to just brand high school basketball itself. We was missing it. We wasn't getting the platform. You know what I mean?
Yo, Ike, hold on, Ike, man, cut me some slack, man. That font was mad small, man.
Yeah. I'm looking at it too, and I don't see nothing but the dots after. But now, like. I hit Ike, and Ike, my partner, man. We fight every day, all day. I hit him. I think he was on vacation somewhere. I hit him. I said, "Yo, we need to talk when you get back." I said, "High school, we did that. Unlimited was an easy gift for me." I said, "Girls basketball is gonna be my vibe. That's the vibe for me. Girls basketball, because girls basketball need that voice.
Right.
Sometimes girls have games. It's early. they won't have games early no more
Right.
because I'm gonna be doing the games. I want to do the games, and that's already done. Me, Jaden already got with some of these top. These the women sponsors, man. They give out their last dollar to make sure women basketball is where it's at. And what me and Jaden did for Popcorn Day in Brooklyn, I seen the vision. It was there for me. Ain't women's basketball is the vibe 2021 for me.
Hey man, those visions, man, turn to gold, man. So keep doing what you're doing.
Definitely.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's one of them.
Were there any other crazy memorable moments for you that you know what I'm saying, when you look back on it, like wow, I can't believe I was even there. Like I went, you know what I'm saying, like moments like maybe me and Kyrie, or you know what I'm saying, KD came to the park, and you know what I'm saying, or whatever. What were some of the memorable moments for you?
Well, I don't get starstruck when I see those pros and stuff because they like my peers.
I'm just saying, like memorable, and you know what I'm saying. Like I ain't gotta say you was like, yo, you was on the floor, like you know what I'm saying. But
I mean, I'm always excited to have those guys in the venue, but memorable moments. I mean, Slam, memorable
yeah, that
moments.
yeah.
The for me all time, I think that the
Now
game
Slam was
winner,
different.
New York versus New York. I think
Oh,
that'd be big for me all time. That's one of the biggest ones for me all the time.
nah, that's what's up, man.
That one there kind of like stamped my approval of announcing over these last
Yeah, Cooks, yeah.
8 years.
Yo, why I taped a lot of those videos, man. That's my video going around, man. That Cooks game winner,
Yeah,
and
that was it for
dude
me.
took
That
it.
I ain't gonna lie,
I ain't.
and I ain't have no Jaden like, yo, the call on you. And I don't
Yeah,
even know how I came up with that. But
nah, that was fire. But that's not the first time you did that, though. That's not the first time.
I
I've
did
I've,
another call.
I've seen the same. Too much room. God bless. Good night. You said that
Yeah,
a
but
couple
I
times
think
in the
I
pot.
think that it impacted more because of the platform.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
You know what I mean?
Speaking on Gersh real quick, are there any other? I know you Dyckman all day, but are there any other venues that you know what I'm saying, that are special to you?
I'm Ching, man. I'm New York City. I'm the country. Dyckman is just home for me.
Mm.
I'm worldwide. I everywhere is I'm home.
Talk your
So
talk your
like when
talk.
people like, yo, you just do Dyckman. No, I do whatever I'm able to do. Dyckman is my platform, but I can't do Gerst. They got Fly Tie. I can't do Tri-State. They got Jaden. I can't do EBC. They got Mike. Every spot got their own guy. But
Fact.
every spot for me is home. Every spot.
Mm. Now that's what's up, man. Like here, international zone. Word.
Look,
Shout out to Craig on the check-in.
you know, for 3 years, BG, come to LES. But you don't. You tell me this in November, December, January, and then when June, July come, I can't get down there. But everywhere, man. I got like my brothers on for the love, man. All the black owned businesses, man. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to touch everybody worldwide. I'm trying to, just work.
Nah, for real, man. So what's next, man? What's next for the Ching, man? I know this whole COVID thing threw everything for a little bit of a loop, but what's next and what's in store for you, man? You heard me?
I'm just excited to get back out there. I mean, this weekend, Av Life got an event in his community. I'm there, but Sunday, I'm home. Sunday, I'm home.
Mm.
I mean, ain't nothing
This
else to
looks like
talk
a
about that.
little
Sunday, I'm home,
right.
and
Nah,
and
I'm mad I ain't gonna be there.
I'm feeling French too. So God Nation, that's my brother brand. I got my brand. We partnering together. Me, him, Tone Black, Team Gator, and we gonna bring something to the Battleground Sunday.
Mm.
And I will be doing. I'm at I'm at take for 2 games right now, but 1 game is a lock. The chip game is a lock. Whether my team make the chip or not, I'm doing the chip game.
Shout out
And
to
I got
Dog
guests.
Nation, man.
So Sunday, I'm